Greetings Anime Amino. Overlord-Metal will be interviewing my mom for the interview challenge. I'll be asking her a few questions related to anime and...
Yes.
Are you ready?
No, but let's get started anyway.
Okay. Well, I'll begin with the first question.
Okay.
The first question is, how did you get into anime?
Actually, I first heard about anime from my little sister, but I never had the time to watch it. I didn't even see one episode. She was completely into it. The first time I actually was by accident, and I was trying to find things for you guys to watch. We were traveling a lot and had exhausted the videos that the tiny, small little video rental shop had in English. So I saw this, okay, don't kill me, but I thought they were cartoons for kids. And so I got a few. The first ones were things like Pokemon and oh my goodness, the robot ones. I know they have a name. Anyway, but then so you guys, they only had a few. I showed those to you guys, like them, and then I made the mistake of going to this other section where they had other cartoons, more of what I thought were cartoons. Okay, now I know they're anime, but back then, anything animated was a cartoon for me. Okay, so I made the mistake of picking a few of those and taking them. Thank God that I viewed them first, because let's just say that I didn't know that type of anime existed. And it was rather traumatizing. So I've learned since, because of you guys, that there's different types of anime, and not all of them are for children. And so that actually stopped my exploration into that genre until years later, when the tables turned and you guys were old enough and were starting to watch things and recommend them to me, and then that's it. That's how and then now I actually like it. Go figure. Yep, that's it.
Moving to the second question, what's your favorite anime out of all the ones that you've seen?
Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. Disclaimer, I haven't seen many.
That's okay, you haven't seen many that are a favorite.
Favorite. Okay, I'm not going to include the little baby kid anime stuff like Pokemon and stuff and all that. Whatever. Anime. Oh goodness, I'm really horrible with names. The one with there's this big gigantic guy. I mean, like, he's huge, he's massive, and he's got these big fat lips. And there's a cute adorable little girl that's always stuffing some sort of dessert. Oh my goodness gracious, talk about diabetes. But anyway, I really like that guy. He looks like really big and imposing, but he's so sweet. I don't remember his name, but I actually liked that anime. I'm watching now the Dragon Balls. I enjoy it, but I have to say that it's frustrating. It's really frustrating. But anyway, that wasn't the question. I digress. But anyway, that one, I would say that out of all of, I don't know the name. It's the one with the big guy with the fat lips and the little girl that's always trying to give him diabetes.
Okay, that one would be called My Love Story.
Oh yeah.
The lead character who's the tall, imposing boy, ironically he's a high school student, his name is Takeo Gora, And his main love interest, the girl, is Rinko Yamato.
I don't remember all of that. Goodness gracious.
I watched it with you.
Well, I know, exactly my point. Hello. Anyway. Okay, next question.
Next question up is, what is the worst anime you've ever seen?
Oh!
It's all right.
Again, I don't remember the names, but it was this group of kids that were swimmers. I really didn't like it. I just absolutely didn't like it. They were supposed to be boys on a swimming team, and they were too busy. It was really crazy, the dynamics between them. It was always creating this like weird tension. Anyway, they're swimming and you see these butterflies and these things, and I'm like, that one was hard for me to follow, and I didn't get it. I didn't get, like, why is this tension there? Why are they always fighting? Why are they, like, are they friends? Are they not friends? Are they act like they're friends? They say they're friends, but they act more like enemies. So it was, I didn't enjoy that one. I don't remember the one. It was like a bunch of kids swimming.
That one would be called Iwatobi Swim Club, English name 3. Alright, this next one, what's your favorite anime song?
That is actually not as easy as it sounds, because
and some of them,
many of them drive me up the wall, particularly because there's a certain style, a type of singing that they are accustomed to, that they are, how can I say, anyway, unfamiliar to me, and so I don't necessarily like it. That being said, I think the one that I can put up with the most, this can sound strangely enough, is I like the One Punch Man.
the opening from the first season?
Yes, not the yeah. So I like that one, and I also like what is it? The one with the students and the big guy with the that one.
They had 6 theme songs by now or something?
No, I think, okay, you know me, once I hear the first one, and then that's the one that I feel that it should remain. That's the other thing, that, you know, when they start changing the songs to the animes, then it loses a measure of consistency, you know. You don't, I'm a traditionalist, you know. You have the opening for the song, you hear the song, you come running because you know what it is, you know, you know what's going to come.
Your show's playing.
Yeah. So, but when they keep changing the song, especially, you think that they're going to improve it, and they really don't.
So, what we would go by would be opening the hero from One Punch Man Season 1?
Yes. Yes, I would say that one. It was fun. It was a fun song. So, I'm not saying that it's vocally the best. I guess best would be subjective, in my opinion. Like I said, there is a tone, there is a style, there is a vocalization that is acceptable in the community, and that is appreciated as the sound. As a musician in other areas, would not jive.
The 5th question is, who's your favorite anime character?
Out of any character? Wow, that's tough. It's tough. Did I have to pick one? That's so... Alright, the reason... Okay, I'll give you my reasonings. First, you know, that big guy. The one you said. Don't ask me to remember his name.
Takeobara.
Yes, that guy. Because he's a stand-up guy. Throughout the anime, I really liked his character. He was constant. He was... just a really all-around great guy, and I think that's a great kind of a role model thing. If you're going to have kids watching this for hours, you might as well have somebody that has a good, a good foundation, a good strong character. And he's great. He's unwavering. He's just a really all-around great guy. Then I really like One Punch Man.
Saitama?
Oh yeah, that guy. He is so funny. I know, because he's so, actually he's quite pitiful as a, as a person, because he's so apathetic most of the time. But when you pairing him up with the other guy, the one that's like has robot parts,
Genos.
yes, that guy. I like him too. So when you pair them together, the robot guy is so passionate about, and Saitama is like the total opposite. He's like, so I actually like the dynamic, I don't like why he's not, why he fights or why he doesn't fight. I don't. I mean, the guy has like no real purpose. So that's what stops him from being like my all-time favorite, because I like characters with purpose, and he fights because he wants to. He wants the thrill of a fight. He wants to find someone that can actually give him a challenge, that can actually fight him and not end it in one punch. And so, most of the time he's just I like that he's always looking for sales. I think it's so hysterical. He likes to eat, and he's always looking for a sale, and that, so that dynamic in there is actually quite funny. Then the other one that I like is actually, so far from what I've seen, is rather underrated, and that's Gohan from the Dragon Ball. I actually like him very much, but he doesn't seem to be given the amount of time or attention that he ought to be given. He's very respectful. He's very intelligent, athletic. He has a very caring heart. He's not a dimwit like his dad. He's not an ogre like Vegeta. He's a really nice young man, and it would have been really great to explore that character more, to give the younger audiences someone to look up to. Imagine, all these kids are watching these anime shows, and their heroes are a dimwit or an ogre, and is that really the kind of guy that we want our kids to marry? No. No. So, but I guess, people think, oh, it's fantasy, but as a mother, I've seen children imitate. They imitate what they see. I like Gohan a lot. I like that other one.
Takebura.
Yes. But Gohan, they're not using him. At least where I am in the arcs. In this one, he's so far absent. So I'm really disappointed about that. I would have liked to see him more in the limelight. I'm not saying that. You see, as a parent, we raise children so that our ceiling is their floor. We raise the children to do that, to surpass us. We give them all, we train them all, we teach them all that we know, so that they can then take that, run with it, and do better, do greater things. So I'm not saying that Gohan, when he was developed as a character, should have overtaken and overshadowed his father, and then like what some animes do, where the father then is killed or something, or the kid is very disrespectful and old man, and that I don't like. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that to have shown, they had a great opportunity to show a healthy relationship between the father and the son, and they blew it. They absolutely blew it. They could have shown what a healthy relationship, working together, father and son, side by side, kicking butt. Is that allowed?
Yes, that's
Okay.
fine.
And, but instead, they blew it. They decided to practically erase the son and continue with the father, who was in the limelight, and then many times he forgets about his own children, and that is, that's completely unacceptable for me as a parent to see. It's irresponsible. Anyway, that wasn't the question. It's a tie between Gohan and
Takeo.
That guy.
All right. Who's the ugliest anime character you've seen?
Oh my goodness. There have been quite a few. Predominantly when I animate, the two that come to mind the most are One Punch Man and Dragon Ball. I think it's because, well, I don't know, actually, and the one with the kids and the guy with the yellow hair and the big smile.
My Hero Academia.
Yeah, that one. Okay. They all have some really ugly people. But I would have to say my all-time, the one I hate the most, the one that I really don't like looking at, is that thing that I'm going to, for a better choice of words, call him a big tick. Because he really, he looks he looks like something else, and I really don't like looking at that thing. He's an ugly character, really. I mean, I don't remember his name. He's the one that brought Boo back. That guy.
He's Babidi, the wizard.
Yes, that guy. Oh my goodness. I don't know what he was thinking when he drew that one. But that is really ugly. And at first when I saw him, I thought, oh my goodness, that's highly inappropriate. And anyway, yes, that one.
Now, who's the cutest anime character you've seen?
Okay, first of all, it's kind of weird because they're animated characters. If I say cute and adorable, I would say, I think you can probably guess by now, Baby Gohan. He is so cute and adorable. The baby is so absolutely adorable. Despite the fact that he has a tail, and he had that was really weird looking tail. Thick and furry and ugly. Okay, I was happy when they ripped it off. I think chopped it off. But he's absolutely cute. They did a good job animating him, drawing him. He with cute chunky cheeks. He's adorable. For me to actually say, oh my goodness, that character is so handsome. I don't understand how people are crushing on inanimate objects. Anyway, let me not digress. Handsomely drawn, I would say, I think Gohan would be one that was well drawn. Some of these other guys that are supposed to be drawn and you're supposed to believe that they are like the hot guy are like, hello, they look more like girls than anything. She's like, what is that? Why draw guys that look like girls and then call them guys? That's weird. I like my guy to look like a guy. There are some animes out there that I don't know. I've never seen. I've seen pictures. They look like I guess they look like some sort of warriors or something, and very manly and very well drawn. And those I found to be. I guess you could call those as handsome anime men. Don't ask me, don't ask me what anime or anything, because it was just online on the computer thing when I was looking for other stuff for you guys to watch. But it just looked like it might be violent, so so I didn't look more into that. But some of the other characters that come to mind, I mean, they're hot, or I've seen some of that also, people referring to characters as hot. Like, oh, that's weird. Anyway, I say Gohan because he's very proportionately drawn, handsome features. I think of what he would probably look like if he were a real person, and I think that if he were a real person, he would have handsome features.
Who do you think is the best anime villain?
Which one is the villain that I hate the most? Because he is a well-crafted character. I would have to say that it's probably going to be one of the ones in the Dragon Ball. Because on the One Punch Man, he kills them all like fairly easily, so they have no... even that recent one, that wolf one, the one I didn't...
Garo.
Yeah, I didn't actually like it. I didn't, they were trying to make everybody feel so sorry for him. Oh, boo-hoo, look at him. There's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse for a person to go evil. You decide. You make the choices in your life. So I really despise it when they try to make people feel sorry for the villain. And anyway, that wasn't too much. Despite the fact that I really genuinely can't stand Frieza, I really don't like Frieza. I think that probably Cell was a better crafted villain. He had purpose. He had mission goals. He carried it out quite well. He was irredeemable in the sense he was evil for the sake of evil, and he wanted to, in his quest to be perfect, he cared nothing for the people that he destroyed and killed. But don't get me started with that weird tail thing. That was a bit much for me. Ew, that was disgusting. Okay, I hate it, the way that he consumed people. And the sound effects. Oh, come on, really? Did they have to put the sound effects that loud? It was gross. Anyway.
Next one is, what's the saddest anime death you've seen?
The death that comes to mind was the first time that Krillin died. I know, it's very sad. I don't know why people mock it and actually laugh. But the first time, because the way that Goku reacted, at that time I didn't know much about, the whole Dragon Ball bringing the people back 50 million times from being dead. So when I saw it, and you guys didn't purposefully, thank you, give me any heads up about, that to me, because he was his friend, and he was doing a really nice thing. He went so that Goku could rest and he could eat, and he was doing a really great thing as a friend, and ended up dying as a result. So not knowing what would happen next, that first death, because after that, it's a very strange thing. You almost become desensitized, which, by the way, it's a really bad thing. Children are becoming desensitized concerning death because let's bring them back up with the Dragon Ball. Death is nothing. That is a bit disconcerting with that show, because death means nothing to them. When Goku didn't rescue his own children, hello? What was that? When he didn't rescue his own children, and he rescued the little green one and weird loudmouth.
Then they Mr. Satan.
Yeah, those. Yeah, I was furious. Okay, fine. So you rescue them, but you go for your kids no matter what. Instant transmission. Come on, he's got that superpower, right? It made no sense to me. Why he's like, we'll just wish them back. What? I couldn't, as a parent, just be like, oh yeah, I'll just wish my kids back. Oh yeah, no, I don't think so. The most infuriating death was that one. He just glossed over the fact that his children died. And not to mention, Mr. Satan didn't even notice that his daughter had been killed, and he's kissing what's his face, Boo. That's crazy. But because it was the first death, this one with Krillin impacted me the most.
Okay, the last one is, if you had to spend a whole day with an anime character, who would you rather it be?
Okay, so if an animated character were to come to life and I were to spend an entire day, definitely not the villain, especially not Chi-Chi. Definitely not Dorky Goku. He would get on my nerves. I can't take ridiculousness for too long without getting absolutely annoyed. You know, thinking about it, I was going to say the big guy.
Takeo.
Yeah. I was going to say him, but we probably wouldn't have much to talk about because he wasn't exactly the brightest. Once again, it would probably be Gohan, because at least you can have an intelligible conversation with a person like that. He's talented and skillful, hey, he's a musician as well. I would probably be jamming most of the time.
Looks like those piano lessons would come in handy.
Yeah, I'd probably be Gohan. He seems to be well-rounded. He's an intellectual, he's a musician, very kind, patient, a good character as a whole. So if I were to bring an animated character to life and spend the day with him, it would probably be him. Go ahead.
Well, that just about wraps up all of the questions. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Bye, Amino.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're watching this from YouTube, the link will be in the description below. Thank you for listening or watching. Until next time, Overlord-Metal.